Hello, everyone. Welcome to Beyond Content Podcast. Drum rolls. We'll be looking into a very interesting topic today, and it is something that would reveal to you the different stages that your content is pointing to. Before we get into this topic fully, there is something that I have seen with most B2B companies, and that thing is they do not have a content situation. Many of the B2B companies I know struggling with their content don't have a content production situation because they already have content that exists. But the content they are creating is only showing up at the wrong places for the wrong people, which in turn is costing them deals they should be closing. So this episode is dedicated to helping you solve that problem if you are in that category. So today I will be giving you three signs that your content is stuck in the wrong stage of your funnel. If every one of these signs I would be measuring sounds familiar, that means you have your diagnosis. And this diagnosis is what more than any content strategy your team would produce this quarter or next quarter until you solve the problem. Are we ready? Let's get into this. Before I give you the three signs, I need you to understand one thing. Your funnel has three stages, and each stage of the funnel has a specific job for your content to do. At the very top of the stage is the top of the funnel. At this stage, your content job is to bring the right people into your world. Someone who has the problem you are solving and doesn't know you exist yet. The major goal of this stage is awareness and discovery. And then we have the middle of the funnel. At this stage, your content's job is to move someone who already knows you to a buying decision or closer to a buying decision. Your content at this stage is to help them handle any skepticism that they have about you and the product that you're selling. And also to help address the comparisons they are making in their heads and to help you build enough trust with them that they take the right next step with you. And we also have the last stage of the funnel, which is called the bottom of the funnel. Your content job here is to close the gap between interest and commitment, pre-handle every objections that your potential buyers have in their mind or have already voiced out, and also let them know why now and buying from you is the best thing for them to do. Those are the three stages with three completely different jobs that require three completely different types of content. The problem I have seen many times with most B2B companies that has come to me is that their content programs are producing one type of content and expecting it to do all the three jobs. If you want the answer is that it can't. It doesn't work that way. There is no single piece of content that can do the job of three funnels at a go. It is not possible. Yes. And when you try to make it work that way, you end up with a library full of diluted content that tries to do everything but end up doing nothing. There are three signs that can tell you exactly what's happening with your content right now. The first sign is that your content attracts people but don't move them forward. I really would want you to pay attention at this point because this is where I am going to show you what is happening in your content system, even without me being there, because I have seen these things happen many times. So the first sign again is that your content attracts people but doesn't move them forward. In literal meaning, you are getting traffic, you are getting the engagement, and consistently people are finding your content. But when all of those activities are happening, there is no real action to justify them. They are not translating into boot calls. They are not translating it into messages or even requests of your services or products. And the very confusing thing about this is that you can see that your content is clearly getting traction. Yes, people are consuming it, but it isn't converting. So let me help you tell you why. The job of anything that has to do with the top of the funnel content is to attract, not to convert. Just like in fishing, it casts a wide net and brings people in. And when it does that, the people it's brought in would need a completely different type of content to move forward. This time, content that speaks directly to all the skepticism they have and content that addresses the reasons why they should say yes to you or why they haven't said it as yet. So if all your content stops at just awareness, you are filling the top of your funnel without considering the middle or even the bottom of it. And the solution to this kind of situation is not more awareness content. No, that's not the solution. The solution is building the middle layer content that advances the people who are already interested toward a yes. That is it. The next sign that tells what is happening with your content right now is that your sales representatives are spending the first 20 to 30 minutes of every single call covering areas that have nothing to do with closing and sales. I mean, explaining to prospects what you do instead of the actual closing they are known for. That is not what it is meant to be. So let me educate you a little bit on what that loophole is costing you. A sales representative who spends 25 minutes re-educating a lead has 25 fewer minutes to close them. Now multiply that across every call your team takes in a month, and you are looking at a significant amount of selling time being converted into teaching time. Yeesh. Think of it. There is a reason why bottom of funnel content exists, and it is to eliminate teaching time on closing calls. Those questions prospects are bringing to sales calls are what your case studies and comparison articles should have answered ahead of time. If your sales team keeps wondering what exactly your bottom of funnel content does, and prospects keep coming to calls with plenty of educational unanswered questions, it is a sign that your content is pointing in the wrong direction, which means you need to fix it. And the last sign that reveals to you how your content is doing. Now, this one is quite simple because anyone who is facing this should be able to tell that something is wrong. And what exactly is the sign? Your content is performing, the reach is there, impressions, all of those metrics are growing, but somehow the people engaging with it are not your buyers. If this is happening to you right now, the one name to target is a mismatch. And this is a middle of funnel issue. It is a mismatch. As simple as this one sounds and look, it is the most dangerous of the three because somehow it hides behind good looking metrics and give you the false hope that you are pulling it off when you are not. Personally, I've been at this stage before, so I can tell you how it feels firsthand. Yeah. Now, this is what is happening that you may not really see. Your content is positioned broadly enough to attract a wide audience, which feels like success. I mean, but not specifically targeted enough to speak to the exact person with the exact problem you're solving. Let me make it clear. It's not that I'm yelling at you. I'm not. Middle of the funnel content is not for everyone. It is not for everyone. It is not your type of content that is designed to be shareable. The purpose of the middle of the funnel content is to be undeniably relevant to one specific person at one specific moment. Let me give you an instance. When a founder who is losing deals because their content isn't connected to their sales process reads a piece of content that speaks to that exact situation in that exact language, they don't share it. No, they go straight to the main action, which is to book a call with you because their problem was specifically called out. The KPI of this stage of the funnel is not likes, it's not vanity metrics, it's not the impressions and the blah blah blahs. The KPI here is calls or whatever it is for you. So if the reverse is the case for you, I want you to pull back your content. Get more specific with it. This is not the stage to be talking about how-tos or things like shopping list, content that looks like shopping list. This is not the stage to talk about those things. This is the stage to go deep on the actual problem that your potential buyers have. Go deep, 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 deep. Speak to one person's problem so precisely that everyone else knows it is not for them. You don't have to attract everyone. Just talk to one person and the content automatically becomes a filter that filters out anyone who does not fit into your ICP. If any of these three signs sounds like where you are right now, you obviously don't need a new content strategy because what do you need it for? What you need to do right now is to fix where your content is showing up in your buyer's journey. You have to fix it. So if you do not know how to go about this and you've listened to this stage and you don't have any idea of what content is or how to fix it, I would ask you to go ahead and book a 30 minutes call with me and I will look at what you're currently producing and then I will map it against your funnel stages and show you on the call exactly which stage is missing and the type of content that needs to exist there. The link to the call is in the show notes. Book the call and I will see you there. Thank you for listening to this episode of Beyond Content. I am super excited that we talked about this very issue on today's episode. If you enjoy this, go ahead and share it with anyone you know who would need it to. You can share it with your content team, or you can share it with your content manager, or anybody that should know these things. And you know what? See you in the next episode. And until then, I remain myself, Judith Amarachi. Peace out.